An ET alien base was discovered by a CIA analyst under Alaska Mount Hayes, according to declassified documents and allegations. In the late 1980s, the Stargate project was in full swing. The declassified records show that the United States government has been using remote viewing, quote unquote, the ability to mentally see various locations remotely for more than a decade. And while browsing the CIA archives, investigators found something that overturns much of the data so far: the apparent discovery of 3 extraterrestrial bases by an intelligence analyst. The obscure manuscript was unveiled as Sunstreak, quote unquote, and was overseen by the Department of Defense Intelligence Service, which describes hidden underground structures of extraterrestrial origin. One of these structures appears to be below Mount Hayes in Alaska, which is at the heart of what the locals call the Alaska Triangle, a place reported by unexplained lights, strange hikers, and even small creatures living in the desert. What exactly did the United States government see, and could an underground facility, either extraterrestrial or otherwise, be associated with bizarre views of the area, many of which date back decades? In his 1997 book, Remote Viewers: The Secret History of America's Psychic Spies, author Jim Schnabel details the involvement of American intelligence and the controversial issue of the psychic espionage, quote unquote, that began in the 1970s. Kindly support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box. In the section dedicated to Pat Price, a remote viewer or spy remote projection who is said to have taken part in the Stargate program, we learn that the extraordinary psychic spy, quote unquote, in one of his visions had said that, quote, in Alaska, the interior of Mount Hayes, the jewel northeast of Anchorage, has hosted and continues to house one of the aliens' largest secret bases. According to Pat Price, the aliens that lived inside the mountain were very similar to humans in appearance, differing only in internal anatomy such as the heart, lungs, blood, and eyes. In addition, Price states that the aliens were able to take control of our minds and that, quote, the Alaska area was also responsible for the malfunction of certain American and Soviet space objects, end quote. Of course, Pat Price's claims were not officially confirmed. However, despite the controversial nature of the story, in some recently published FBI records, we can find amazing encounters with UFOs between 1947 and 1950 in Alaska. This is I've translated for you from a Greek article. Please leave your comments. Thank you for your support.